Hi everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's talk about the potato keeper and the onion and garlic keeper. That is these beauties right here. These are amazing and they really truly do work. These live in our pantry. I actually took them out and I wasn't gonna do a video, but I had just bought some new onions. So I thought, well, let's bring it out and show you how I do this. So this helps keep my onions last so much longer. I used to keep them on a basket that's kind of over on the outside of my pantry. But I think, you know, with the air and all that kind of stuff, they just wouldn't last as long. And the same thing with my potatoes. I would keep them in the bottom of that kind of, it's a 3-tiered basket thing. And the potatoes last maybe a week and then they would start getting soft and squishy and they would grow those weird things all over them. But then I bought the keepers here and they're amazing. So let's start off with the potato keeper because it's a little bit different and I'm not actually putting more potatoes in here, but I'll show you what I have. So this is the potato keeper. It is amazing. It is this really dark box. It has a flip top opening that has holes in it, so there's some ventilation. So it keeps your potatoes at the right, kind of the right humidity, the right, you know, darkness, everything that your tomatoes need to kind of live happily and kind of chill out until you're ready to use them. The potatoes in here, I think I've only got a couple left in here, have been in here at least 2 weeks. And normally my potatoes would never last that long. So there's multiple ways you can get into the potato keeper. This little flip top guy opens up here and you can stick your hand in there and grab the potatoes, and you can see my 2 friends in there, my spuds. They're just happy as bugs inside of there. There's no bugs in there. But you can also open these up when you're going to fill it by pulling up on the back of the seal. Right here, there's this little tab. So you can give that a pull and the entire seal will pop right off. And then there you can see my potatoes. I've got 2 left, so it is time to go buy some more potatoes. But the neat thing about them is they're still pretty firm for being in there for almost 2 weeks. And then it's really easy to wash this as well. And then to close it up, you just pop it right back on, just like any other Tupperware piece, pushing along the edge until it seals down. Really easy. I stored this one. They actually live on the bottom of my pantry, and this one sits on the bottom, and then the onion and garlic keeper sit on top of it, just like that. And I keep my onions and garlic in the same keeper. They are like cousins. They are fine living together. They cohabitate really well. And let me show you what I was gonna do. So this keeper is a little bit different. The top on this one is completely vented. So you wanna make sure that if you do stack these, that you stack this one on top so those vents still are able to breathe, whereas your potato is vented in the front and it's fine. So this works the same way. It has the opening to grab your onions and the whole thing will pop off if you need to clean it and you want to refill it. So I'm going to actually refill my onion keeper. I only have 2 onions. I go through a lot of onions and I got some great deals on onions on special today. 99 cents for a bag of onions, which was unbelievable. I think Mr. Hermie complained about grocery prices the other day. So I'm actually going to pull my not old. Well, they're probably a couple weeks old. I think I bought them the same time with my potatoes. So they're at least 2 weeks old and still going strong. But what I did was I took them out because I want to rotate my food, and that's something you need to do. So if you're going to put new potatoes in or new onion and garlic in your keepers, make sure you take the old stuff out, put the new stuff in first, and then put the older stuff on top if you're not going to use it right away. That just keeps it fresh. You want to keep those things rotating. So I'm going to take my onions right out of the bag here and just pop them in my keeper. I'm trying not to just dump them in because I don't want all the onion skin to fall off. It does fall off. It's not a big deal, but I just want to try to keep it somewhat neat. And then you can see that extra onion skin is kind of in my bag still. So then I'll just take and put my onions that, let's just call them mature because they've been around a little bit longer, on the top, just like that. And I'll pop the lid back on. Super easy. And then this whole thing will go inside of my pantry and it'll last for a couple more weeks. I love that. They just last. You don't have to worry about, oh, are my potatoes fresh? Are my onions fresh? They're good to go. The potatoes in the bottom, like I said, they are a couple weeks old. I need to buy some new ones. So what I'll do is I'll take those potatoes out and probably make something with them in the next couple days. I hope you have a great one. We'll talk to you soon.